Hey, fellow ADHDers, welcome to part 3 of improving ADHD executive function, and this one is about staying flexible. Okay, flexibility is key for managing your ADHD because your needs and circumstances can change frequently. It happens, our interests change, we ride the waves, that's why we have the why and our overall goal, because it allows us to stay on track and switch through different things a bit easier. Flexibility equals adaptability and resilience. Resilience is something we've learned to do because we live in a neurotypical world and we have different brains. So, staying flexible means being adaptable and resilient in the face of change. Your brain changes. Go with it. Our brains are constantly changing. This is neuroplasticity. Means we can develop new habits and adapt old ones as needed. Not to mention, the ADHD brain changes a lot quicker based off of interests and riding the dopamine. Okay, neuroplasticity allows us to learn and adapt, making it easier to develop new strategies when old ones no longer work. For example, I used to really focus on gym workouts. And this is because I wrestled at the time, and I wanted to make sure in the off season that I had that set up, but I didn't like the gym, so I was not going to stick with it long. Now, it's ironic, a personal trainer saying he doesn't like the gym, but I think the gym serves a necessary purpose in order for me to not get injured. So I do some gym work, but I don't live in it. I find other ways to get moving. One of the ways I stayed flexible is when I graduated high school, I no longer had wrestling. I had to find another way to get active. So in order to do this, I started training for Spartan races. This gave me a reason, at least a goal to set to, and go back to my reason why of staying moving, right? So I had a set schedule of running, and I did certain resistance training in order to do it. But my main schedule was not resistance training, nor traditional ones. I was able to do monkey bars and have fun with it, right? So now I'm in the season of life to where I'm rock climbing, right? So I rock climb instead of doing all the Spartan race stuff and the running. At one point, I was just doing running with some resistance training, but that wasn't the sole thing. So adapting with your interests in order to stay towards your overall why is very helpful, and then you can have an overall goal you work for. Usually I set up events for myself that are low cost, like I'll sign up for a Spartan race, or I'll sign up for a rock climbing competition, or I'll sign up for a run, or, it doesn't have to be those. It can be as simple as going to a group, like a running group that's usually free, or it can go with whatever workout group you want to do. You can get social with it, which is super helpful to keep you accountable. One of the reasons why I like being a personal trainer is it keeps other people accountable. One of the reasons why I like being an online ADHD health coach is because it allows you to develop ways to work with your brain to stay accountable to yourself, and it allows you to be accountable to somebody else. I have a coach for almost everything I do, even for the stuff I'm working on right now, because it allows me to stay on track, right? So, and flexible. You can change methods and see what works best for you at different times. Life comes in seasons, and if you ever did sports in high school or college, there was seasons for each sport. You had cycles of your training program. And life comes in seasons. We have spring, summer, fall, winter, right? Habits and routines change based off of that too. What works in one season of your life might need to be adjusted in the other. Be prepared to shift your habits and your circumstances to change. For instance, during busy work seasons, you might need to be simplifying your exercise routine to be just less workout time, to maybe it's just getting 20 minutes in for that day. Or another season of your life to where it's slower, you're able to spend an hour on your workout, whatever it is. Emphasize the importance of being gentle with yourself. Remember, it's okay to adapt and change. Circling back to health habits is a series of spiraling and cyclical pattern. At the end of the day, you're going to fall off the bandwagon. It's about getting back up. That's the thing that matters. You may find yourself circling back to certain health habits over time. A visual of spiral or sorry, A version of spiraling is maybe you started off running and or walking. Maybe you started and you were in a walk club, right? And then you're just like, oh, I need resistance training. Let me go just do that for a moment. And you end up jumping all into the resistance training. And then you're just like, you know what? I think I want to balance the two now. So now you're resistance training with walking. So you end up returning to previous habits because now you've built a foundation and you're built up for it. Reflect on your past habits and go with it. Now, one of the rules I like to go by is the QSS. So basically, it's quickly shifting and starting back up again, or quickly stop and then shift, however you want to say it. Essentially, what this does is you quickly recognize the pattern of what's working for yourself, and then you shift to adding the thing that works a little bit better, building off of the thing that works, and or stopping the thing that doesn't work, because sometimes it just won't work no matter how hard you try. It's not working with your brain. That's fine. We're working with our brain instead of against it. And then you shift and you start again. You go into what works. You stop the thing that's not working, you shift into the thing that is. That's where recognizing and reflecting on these habits is helpful. So, staying flexible and adapting to changes is essential for managing ADHD and improving your executive function. Remember, embrace change. Be open to new strategies, adapt with seasons, and revisit past habits as needed. It does not have to be perfect. I'm a huge fan of good enough because I put too much stress on myself to be perfect in certain things. At the end of the day, if you're doing something, it's better than nothing. If you're moving a little bit, it's better than not moving at all. So, be gentle with yourself. Go along with it. If you want more help with this, feel free to click the link below and schedule a call with me. I'm an ADHD health coach. If you're interested in creating your own roadmap, click the link below. It is at a discounted price of what a one-on-one session would be because I want to make it affordable for you. And we can create a roadmap for yourself and get everything going. When you do schedule it, feel free to email me so I can set you up some materials that'll help you be prepared for the call and make it worth your while. Please, thank you for watching. Connect with us on social media for more tips by commenting below or emailing me, admin@vitalu.org. Share with friends that might be helpful for this. Thank you for staying tuned for the 3-part series on improving your executive function.